There comes a moment in your life when you stop explaining yourself. You stop trying to prove your intentions. You stop begging people to see your heart, and you just let your actions do the talking. You realize that peace isn't found in being understood. It's found in being unbothered. The truth is, not everyone deserves access to your plans. Not everyone deserves to know what God whispered to your soul in prayer. Some dreams are meant to be built in silence because noise kills focus and privacy protects purpose. There's power in keeping your circle small. There's peace in not being everywhere. There's freedom in not being known by everyone. Because when you live quietly, you live safely. You move wisely. You grow deeply. And while the world is busy performing for attention, you're performing for progress. You're building a life, not a show. And that's what makes you unstoppable. People talk too soon. That's why they fail too early. They announce before they're ready. They post before they're prepared. They show before they've built. And when pressure comes, their foundation isn't strong enough to hold what they exposed. The truth is, not everything needs to be shared. Some dreams need silence more than applause. Some blessings need privacy more than exposure. Because not everyone clapping for you is cheering for you. Some are just waiting, watching, wondering if you'll slip. And that's why privacy is power. It's not about being secretive. It's about being selective. Selective with your energy. Selective with your circle. Selective with your peace. You see, every time you speak your dream too early, you give people the chance to shape it with their opinions. And opinions can plant doubt faster than failure ever could. Sometimes it's not even hate, it's energy. When you speak too soon, you open spiritual doors to people who weren't meant to hear it. They don't have your faith, your mindset, your vision, so they project their fear onto what you're building. That's why silence isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Keep your vision sacred. Your goals are not gossip. Your progress is not public property. And your calling isn't something you explain. It's something you fulfill. Move like a mystery. Work like a soldier. Pray like it's already done. Because the enemy can't attack what he doesn't know. And people can't ruin what they can't reach. You owe it to yourself to protect what God is growing in you. It may not make sense to others now, but one day when they see the results, they'll understand why you stayed quiet. In a world obsessed with noise, silence has become a rare strength. Everyone wants to be seen. Everyone wants to be known. Everyone wants to prove they're doing something. But not you. You've learned that power lives in peace. You've learned that silence is not absence. It's alignment. So move in silence, work in silence, heal in silence, build in silence, because silence is discipline, it's focus, it's protection. When you're quiet, you stop reacting and start hearing. You start hearing God clearer. You start hearing your purpose louder. You start noticing who's real and who's just curious. Let people assume you're done. Let them think you've lost motivation. Let them believe you've disappeared. Because while they're guessing, you're growing. While they're laughing, you're learning. While they're sleeping, you're sowing. One day, they'll see what you were building when they doubted you. They'll see the strength behind your silence, the work behind your waiting, the faith behind your quiet. They'll realize that while they were talking about you, you were talking to God. While they were watching your absence, you were preparing your comeback. While they were questioning your effort, you were becoming unstoppable. Because when you're silent, God is not. He's moving behind the scenes, aligning every detail, turning every delay into direction, and every struggle into strength. Every quiet night you spent working when no one noticed, He saw that. Every tear you wiped away in prayer, He counted that. You don't owe the world updates. You owe your future consistency. Let them wonder what you're doing. Let them question where you've gone. Let them talk, because while they're talking, you're transforming. When they ask, What are you working on? Smile and say, you'll see. When they say, you've been so quiet lately, smile again and say, growth requires silence, because peace is expensive and privacy is the price. The world doesn't need to see your every step, just the finish line. They don't need to know what you're building, just what you became. You're not the same person you were before. You're wiser now. You're calmer now. You're more dangerous now, because you no longer seek validation, only elevation. Stay private, stay patient, stay powerful. Because while they're watching, wondering, and whispering, you'll be walking into the destiny they never saw coming. If you know this is your season, write in the comments. They'll see soon. Because some stories don't need to be explained. They just need to be witnessed. They'll see soon why you went quiet, why you disappeared, why you stopped sharing your plans. They'll see that your silence wasn't weakness, it was preparation. You weren't giving up, you were gearing up. You weren't lost, you were learning. You weren't distant, you were developing. Let them wonder.